Okay, we are live. Today we are attacking question number 3. Paulina, can you introduce yourself?
Hi, my name is Paulina. I'm originally from Ukraine. Right now, I live in the United States and work on transferring my pharmacy license from Ukraine to here in America. And in order to do that, I have to pass TOEFL with a high score of speaking 20, at least 26. And that's what I'm working on right now.
Excellent. Okay, so Paulina is going to give her answer to question number 3 first. Paulina, if you want to get focused on that, while Sebastian introduces himself. Hey, Sebastian.
Hi, my name is Sebastian. I was born in Chile. I'm a physical therapist. I study in my country. My dream is becoming a physical therapist in United States. And in order to do that, I need to pass the TOEFL and reach a 26 score for the speaking section. So that's what I'm right now, and just enjoying the process with Aaron and Paulina.
All right, awesome. And hey, everybody, I'm Aaron from Speaking 26, where I help pharmacists and physical therapists get their 26 on speaking by showing how I got my 30 on speaking. Today, we are attacking question number 3. Paulina, are you ready for 30 seconds to prepare?
Yes.
Let's do it. You have 30 seconds to prepare. You may begin preparing now. Time. You now have 60 seconds to give your answer. You may begin speaking now.
According to the reading, the Greco-Roman ideals in art reached the pinnacle of achievement before 20th centuries, but after that, it started to decline and was criticized a lot. The professor, however, explained us that she thinks that the actual reason why it declined was not because of the critics, but of the invention of the camera. Because with invention of camera, you could produce a high quality image. There was no need on working of painting techniques. And that's why the amount of students in painting school declined. The abstract style became very popular, and a lot of painters got interested in learning how to express their emotions through the painting. However, the Greco-Roman ideals in art did not. Oh, I missed a lot.
Overall, that was good. I like your organization, your topic development. Time cut us off when I can tell what you were going to talk about how it didn't completely go away. The Greco-Roman ideals were still in there. They were still drawing inspiration from that.
Yeah, good. I was going to say that such a famous abstract painters like Monet and Picasso were still using Greco-Roman ideals in their art, and nowadays the modern commercials are still using it.
Good. Okay, so Paulina, how do you feel about your answer? Specifically, is there one thing that you want to focus to improve on next time?
Yes, I still need to speak faster. Okay. I need to hurry up.
Okay, and we know we've been talking about question number 3 is always the most difficult question for me. If you feel that way as a viewer, you are not alone.
Yeah.
I speak as fast as I can for question number 3, and I still ran out of time. There are still things that I need to say after 60 seconds. So on the notes that I took here, I liked what you said. You took care of the most important part of the question, which is explain the change. Okay, so let's talk about the notes. I heard you say here, number 1, you established that before the 20th century, it was based on the Greco-Roman ideals of beauty in the physical world. such as physical perfection. And then you talked about the change that happened. The goal of the question, the most important part of the question is to explain the change. I wrote that down here, and this is directly from the question. Explain the change. Paulina did that well in number 2 after she established what it was before the change. She said the professor talked about the invention of the camera. With the camera, there is now less of a need for technical painting skills. When there's less of a need for technical painting skills, artists move to abstract pieces, abstract works of art. Good. You explained the change that happened. Okay, so you said you want to focus on speaking rate, speaking faster so that our speaking rate is higher. We're giving more in our speaking answer. We're describing more. We're explaining with more words, with more details. Good. I like your topic development and I like your delivery here. And I like your, your language use here. Delivery, yes, speaking rate, increasing that, and that is hard to do for question number 3, is the area that we can improve on the most here. But overall, very good.
Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. Thank you. Is there anything else that you want to say about the notes that I took on your answer, or just anything to remind yourself about continuing to do well on question number 3 next time?
No, I'm good. Thank you.
Okay. All right. Very good. Yes. Okay, Sebastian, are you ready?
Yeah, I am.
Let's do it. Okay, so I'll give you a few seconds here to remind yourself of your notes and of the question. Okay, Sebastian, you have 30 seconds to prepare. You may begin preparing now. Time. You now have 60 seconds to give your answer. You may begin speaking now.
Artistic standards have changed in the 20th century. In the beginning, the Greco-Roman idea was predominant at this time, where the beauty of the art was the achievement. However, over the time, the art was used mainly to convey ideas and emotions. The professor explained that cameras helped in this transition because painting was in the beginning used to mainly in the art, but it became to be more abstract, and the cameras used in this. So most of the artists started using this kind of art. However, after that, there was too much abstraction in the art for this time that some important artists started using.
Okay, you can finish your thought if you want to. Or is that it?
And I just wanted to say that after that, important artists went back to use the Greco-Roman ideal.
Okay. Okay. Good, Sebastian. Question number 3. What do you want to remember to improve on? How do you feel about your answer?
I think I didn't give like a lot of information, but I think I was able to explain how the artistic standard changed over the time from being the beauty, the achievement of it, to the notion of conveying ideas and emotions.
Yes, I agree. So what's the most important part of this question? Sebastian, what's the most important part of this question number 3?
Explain how artistic standards have changed over
Perfect.
time.
Explain the change. Explain how artistic standards have changed. I like number 1 here. You say it boom, the same way that I do. My first sentence here comes straight from the question. I like to open up like that also. Artistic standards have changed, period. And then you go into establishing what it used to be. The Greco-Roman ideals of beauty represented as the best parts of the aesthetic, the best looking parts of the world, such as physical perfection, were popular. You established how it used to be, and you say, then ideas and emotions became more popular, and you're talking about with abstract paintings. So here, were, and then you're talking about the past moving to the future. So you're talking about the change. And then number 3, you explain what caused the change. The professor talks about the invention of the camera. Here in my notes in parentheses, I put lost topic development because after you said camera, your sentences started to waver a little bit. I wasn't sure what idea you were expressing or what point you were explaining. Do you remember that part in your answer?
Yeah, I remember that.
Okay. What happened, or better, what did you want to explain? The professor said that the invention of the camera.
The invention of the camera helped in this transition from using painting as an artistic way
Yes.
to demonstrate this beauty to using cameras as a way to work in abstraction.
Okay, so it's still a little, we still want to, let's focus on this one sentence. So I would say something like, okay, so you started off by, the professor explains that the invention of the camera, we can say the invention of the camera pushed this change. So coming back to here, explain the change. The professor explains that the invention of the camera was the main cause of this change. Something like that. Okay, your turn. Focusing on this sentence here, number 3. Say that again, and let's say it more clearly. Let's say it better.
You want me to use your words?
If that helps you, if you have a different way of saying it, that's also good.
Okay. The invention of the camera pushed this transition of using painting to using cameras. In the beginning, well, that's what I get confused because
okay. So
I'm trying to explain transition, but
sure, the transition. Okay, what transition? From what to what?
Transition of the transition of a painting where the Greco-Roman ideal was based in to the use of camera where they can use abstraction.
No, the transition is from Greco-Roman ideals to abstract paintings. So Greco-Roman beauty to abstract emotions and ideas. So something like this. Okay, so number 3 here. The professor explains that the invention of the camera is what pushed that transition from artistic standards being focused on Greco-Roman ideals of beauty to abstract pieces that evoke emotions and ideas regardless of their beauty.
Mm-hmm. That was much better.
It's difficult to do because we are explaining the change. If we need to do that in 2 sentences or 3 sentences, that's fine. That's a difficult thing to do, to explain the change. You did tell me correctly where the change came from, the camera. So we'll continue to work on that. So Sebastian, you said you like that better. Let's say one last thing. What do you want to remember to do better next time? What will help you get your 26 on speaking next time?
Well, just try to explain it in a simple way, because I try to go like to some details and I think it's simpler than what I think.
Okay, it's simpler, it's easier, it's simpler when we know exactly what we are supposed to explain. So explain the change. What change? The change in artistic standards. We'll continue to work on that after class and next time. We'll be clear on the goal of the question for question number 3, which is the most difficult one for me. Okay, I'm going to end this live stream. For more information, check the links in the description of this video.